This is a demonstration of how the Azure Voice Live API could be used to provide a virtual interview experience to candidates. Um, this application is powered by the GPT-realtime model, which is a speech-to-speech model. So in the background, when I run this demo, what has already transpired is that a candidate has applied for a position at Contoso, and so the JD as well as the resume is available to this bot. And when I, as a candidate, I receive a link to this virtual interview. I click upon that, and then I reach this landing page. So let's go through the experience now. So as you see, it first asks for the candidate's consent to have the video recorded so that it could be used for quality purposes. And then it is speech powered, so the candidate doesn't have to really type in anything. So now let me start by enabling the voice in this conversation. Let me go to the application to make sure it's up and running before I start conversing. Hello there.
Hi, thanks for joining. Please share your full name and the position you're applying for at Contoso.
Yeah, my name is Sunil Mehra. I'm applying for the position of engineering manager.
Great, thank you, Sunil Mehra. Before we continue, do you consent to this interview being recorded and to
Yes, I
answering
do.
job? Great, thank you. What's your current role and which organization do you work with?
Yeah, I presently work as an engineering manager at My Phone Z.
Thanks for sharing that. Could you clarify if your current title is engineering manager or does it have any specific focus like backend engineering manager or platform engineering
Yeah,
manager?
it is just engineering manager.
Understood. Thank you for confirming. This engineering manager role is hybrid in Bangalore, 3 days on site, 2 days remote, and involves extensive travel across our engineering centers in India. Are you comfortable with this?
I think I should be. I'm a bit iffy about it, but we can revisit it later.
Thank you for that. Let's dive into a key technical area. From your recent work, describe a distributed system you owned, mention traffic or throughput and the data model. How did you handle consistency, resiliency, and failure isolation?
Yeah, so we built this payment processing system, which is entire solution, which is based on Azure Kubernetes services. So we had multiple AKS clusters deployed across fault tolerance zone in a region, and also it was replicated across multiple regions as well to make sure that it is fault tolerant, and then it can recover from zonal as well as regional failures. We use Cosmos DB as a backend database, which supports various forms of transaction atomicity, and to make sure that we could ensure that transaction consistency is maintained when any updates or inserts happen.
How exactly did you implement resiliency in that system? Which components or patterns did you use? And what metrics showed that it worked?
Yeah, so Cosmos DB has this feature where I can specify the level of transaction atomicity. So I use the most severe form of transaction atomicity, which ensured that a transaction is not registered till it is successfully committed across at least one additional region. Okay, so that's how we made sure that data is consistent across all the regions. And the other thing was we also had a centralized dashboard where we monitored how replication is happening, and then the whether data is successfully replicated across multiple regions, to make sure that things are in order. Did I answer your question?
What failed in production? And how did you detect and mitigate it? What did you change afterwards?
Yeah, we noticed that all of a sudden the data after it was replicated, we were unable to decrypt it. Okay, I think there was some issue with the managed keys that we used to encrypt, and they were not properly. I mean, they were not the right keys were not used in the other region. So we are wondering that we are getting a lot of gibberish in the output, and we are wondering what it was, and then we figured and sorted that thing out.
What did you change afterwards to prevent that from happening again?
I'm not so sure. I think we just did a temporary break fix, and I don't know. Actually, I delegated to my architect in the team, and I hope he actually he has implemented it. Now that you asked me, let me check back with him.
Thank you for that. What languages are you proficient in? Please mention any programming languages and also spoken languages you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I can speak in Hindi.
कृपया अपना परिचय हिंदी में दें। अपने बारे में बताएं।
हाँ, मेरा नाम सुरेश मेहरा है, और मैं माई फ़ोन जी में काम करता हूँ इंजीनियरिंग मैनेजर की पोजीशन में। मेरे वहाँ पे काम करते हुए 15 साल हो गए हैं, और मैं उस कंपनी से कुछ चेंज एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ।
Thank you. That was excellent. Let's continue in English. Now let's move forward.
Yes, are there any more questions for me?
Thanks, Sunil. That's all for now. We appreciate your time. Our team will review and get back to you.
Thanks. So let's end the conversation now.
The interview analysis and assessment have been successfully completed. The entire conversation has been captured and evaluated, and the detailed feedback has been logged. The team can now review the results and follow up accordingly. Thank you for your participation.
Yeah, thanks so much.
You're welcome. Best of luck and have a great day ahead. Goodbye.
Yeah, so now the HR partner is looking at the report that the voice bot has generated. So if you look at this, today's date, yeah, so this is a candidate who was just interviewed by the voice powered bot. So you can see that the AI agent has given its verdict in terms of what it thinks about the candidate. You can view more details of the conversation here. You get a bird's eye view of what transpired during the call, and then it also gives you the detailed transcript of the conversation between the candidate and the agent. And towards the end, you'll remember that we spoke in Hindi, and then it has captured that information as well. And it has the system instructions to the agent was to assess based on these aspects, which is why you see this obviously could be customized based on the actual requirements at hand. It gives me its own verdict about what it thinks about the candidate and justifies why it thinks so. So this way you ensure that the bot is extremely objective when it comes to evaluating candidates. This concludes the demo.